Okay, so it's 2 a.m. I've been trying to sleep for an hour, and I can't stop thinking about this idea. That's massive spoilers if you haven't finished One Piece. So just go away right now, please. Just finish One Piece, or just don't never watch it. It's too much filler anyway. Watch One Piece. It's better. So it's also not going to make any sense unless you've caught up, because they talk about in the show conquerors hockey, and how like it's not enough to just have that to be the king of the pirates. Like, who's the king of the pirates? Hypothetically, this is keeping me awake right now. So hypothetically, in a gladiator match, who would win as like king of the pirates? And I kept thinking about this for a while, and I settled on sending my gladiator in as a little. I'm not an artist, okay? Not really, not this kind of artist. Electric eel fishman who's half giant, maybe. If I could, who's 10 times stronger in water because he's a fishman, right? Hopefully I can get him the Germa super serum like Sanji has, so he has the fire powers, and he can't get dried out, right? Which it doesn't really matter as much for electric eels because they can breathe air, apparently, and they don't have teeth. They swallow their prey whole. Their body like is 1/3 that electrifying organ. So if it's half giant, it's just gonna produce so much electricity. It's absurd. Which is gonna go great with its weapon. Which I'll get to in a second. But staying on the physiology, beyond just having the super serum and beyond just being a really big electric eel fishman, he's gonna have the healing factor and his super stats and, you know, loss of empathy and whatever from you know, taking the super serum. But he's also gonna take poison all the time, so he can get immune to poison like Luffy did when he just ate mushrooms all the time growing up, and eventually went to Impel Down to get some really strong stuff from the warden, and then get even stronger stuff from Ivankov to heal him with the hormone fruit to heal him. And he just barely survived and lost like 10 years of his life. But, you know, small price to pay to become immune to poison. If you want to be the king of the pirates, you gotta be able to beat everybody. Someone can't just poison you. You would lose. You're not the king of the pirates anymore. So the 10 years wouldn't even matter because I'd have him trained to like his like physical limits with hockey, fishman karate, moonwalking, all that. Everyone has that in this situation. So, because it's just like a skill, you can learn it. I found an op for user like Trafalgar Law to give me eternal youth, or however the eternal life thing works. That Don Quixote Flamingo was like wanted so bad. I would just give that to him too, hypothetically, because you're just making like a super insane being here. It would go really well with his armor, which is the same thing Sanji has, so he can just go invisible. I didn't have to draw that because it's invisible. So I can just go straight on to the last thing, which is the weapon, which is kind of in two parts. It's half a conductive spike of gold that has been used so much. The hockey has been in it for so long, it's just always black. Just with hockey, like totally infused with hockey, because he just trains with this at first, and then once it's like that and he hits his limits, then he can add this thing which spins. When you add electricity here, it spins really fast like a drill, and it gains and stores like energy, so it can get faster and faster the longer he holds it. It also conducts electricity and heat really well. Maybe you could even melt the gold to use it with fishman karate. That'd be insane. You can attach this sea prism stone half to this half and feed this half a phoenix fruit, so that when it detaches, you can have a secondary weapon of sea prism stone, while the other half is fighting for you, healing for you, because phoenix flames can heal apparently. And depending on your bond with this half of the weapon, you could just know what you want to do, whether you want to heal or damage deal. And you could even like tell it to fly you places because it's a phoenix. You could ride on it. fire doesn't bother you, right? Or it could heal you while you fly. You could tell it to pick you up if you get knocked out and fly you out of the battle. It's just useless underwater, which is fine because you're so much stronger underwater. You don't really want to mess with it. You probably won't even need it. And yeah, I just want to know like what other people think now that I brought this idea up. I don't know if anyone else is gonna get as obsessed as I got, where they have to go make a YouTube channel and make a video just to talk about it. To maybe, I don't know, what kind of a ship would be good on this guy or like somebody else? Like what kind of a ship would the king of the pirates have? Like was like a one-man ship, like a Mihawk ship or